Hi Columbia, we are going to do a follow along drawing demonstration today for you to do at home. And we are going to make it a spaced theme drawing because it is the first week of school and we are the Columbia Comments. I saw a couple of you trying to draw rockets in class, so I thought I would simplify things and give you a little demonstration on how to do it. The first thing we want to do is take our paper and hold it horizontally so it's longer than it is tall. It's also known as landscape. And I want to picture that I have an imaginary line going down the middle of my paper, and I don't want to put anything smack dab in the middle because it's a lot more interesting if you have things on the left and the right. I'm going to start by drawing a short line. This is going to be the bottom of my rocket. I want to make sure that I have a little bit of space behind it so I could add some things. And I'm going to put a dot at the top. The dot's going to be the top of my rocket, so my rocket's going to be roughly this big. If I wanted to make my rocket bigger, I'd put my dot higher on the page, and if I wanted my rocket smaller, I'd lower it. Then I'm going to connect the side to the top, and the other side to the bottom. Now I'm using a Sharpie, but it'd probably be smart for you guys to use a pencil. That way if you make any mistakes, you can go back and erase it. To make the rocket look like it's three-dimensional, I'm going to add curved lines instead of straight lines. So I'm going to add a curved line to the top, just like that. Then I'm going to add the window. And it's a circle inside a circle. And all of these shapes are shapes because they're closed forms. And they're not all geometric, but here we are going to add one line here, and then a little, almost like a frown to connect it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, so it's symmetrical, which means the same on both sides. And then another little sad face. In the middle, we're going to add a rectangle, and that's the fin that you'd be looking at if you were looking straight at it. On the bottom, in order to make the rocket go forward, we're going to add two rocket boosters. And 1, 2. Now these shapes are kind of like rectangles with a rounded bottom. And again, I'm going to do a rounded line in the bottom and a rounded line here. At the very top, I'm going to add a little antenna thing. And at the bottom, I'm going to draw some fire. And to do that, I'm going to draw a line on each side, and I'm going to cut it in, draw it up, kind of like a zigzag line, and then down, then up. And I'm going to do the same on both sides, down and up. And then I'm just going to connect it by adding the bottom of a triangle or the top. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And if it goes off the page, that's okay. I kind of actually like when art goes off the page and when things overlap. And as you can see, they overlapped right there. And I'm going to kind of follow the same kind of lines on the inside so I can add two different colors in there. Okay, and then our rocket is complete. To make this look like this rocket is going through space, I'm going to add some planets and stars. And to do that, I'm going to start with Saturn. And Saturn has a ring, so I'm going to draw a large letter C. And then I'm going to add, starting from the same point, another letter C, and another letter C. And then I'm going to draw a C to the side, a C to the side. I might do that again. Now we have the rings. Now we're going to add the planet. We're going to start from the inside of the C and make sure we cross these lines. And I didn't quite on this side, so I'm going to just color that in. And here's the bottom of our planet. And we have Saturn. I'm going to add the sun too, but I want the sun to look like it's farther away, so I'm going to make it smaller. Put a little sun right here. To do the rays going off the sun, I like to do J's. So this is a backwards J. I do a J, kind of all the way around. Until it connects. I'm also going to add a few more planets here, and I'm going to do one over here. A storm cloud and make just some lines that are slightly curved. and make sure the lines connect to both sides. And I'm going to add another planet, a smaller one right here. I'm going to add a swirl to the top of this one, and then make some crazy lines going across, and maybe some of them that curl in. And just in case there are aliens, I'm going to add a spaceship with an alien in it, a UFO to this side. I'm going to draw a letter C and then connect the bottom with a curved line. And then I'm just going to put almost like a half circle here and give this guy a funny smile. Then I'm going to give him 3 eyes. I'm going to draw 3 lines, circles, circles, and circles. I'm going to add another circle inside their eyes. I'm going to draw a line on each side, and then connect it with a smile. I'm going to add three lights to the front, and there we have a UFO. To fill in the background space, I'm going to feel like it needs a little bit of something, so I'm going to add some dots, and these can be faraway stars. And I'm also going to go through and add a few stars. You can add stars any way you'd like, even if you're going to use the triangles, a triangle right side up and a triangle upside down. And I want some of them to be small, so we're going to make some small ones, and maybe some bigger ones. And I think that's, maybe one more right here. And that's about it for your first draw along on my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed it.